Hello and welcome back to a special video this time because I am collaborating with Raccar, who is another artist on YouTube, and he does cool doodles and sometimes the occasional artwork, paintings and whatnot. And the subject matter he leans towards are aliens, sort of witches, and more of the creepy type of things. And he is super cool. He is awesome for also encouraging me to do this collaboration. And yeah, cool alien, the coolest that you'll meet in the galaxy. And yeah, so what we end up doing is we both agreed to go through each other's channel, pick out our favorite characters from the channel, and make that character in our own style and focusing on sort of our domain of beings, because I tend to do like witchy human and humanoid characters while he does more aliens. So yeah, that is what happens in this video, and if you want to check out which character he chooses of mine and turns into a cool looking alien, then check out his video right here. Probably after you've watched this video, but either or is fine. So super excited, and I can't wait to show you guys what I do to his character, Daedra. So if you come from Raccar's channel, this character will look familiar. And that's because it is! So the character that I chose after scrolling through his channel is Daedra. Daedra Simmons is the name that has been settled. And I found her appearance to be it's sort of my comfort. Like, badass character who would probably kick your teeth in if you crossed her. But yeah, so I was drawn into this character and her polar opposite, Ziva, which is really interesting. But I ultimately settled on drawing her character in my style. So Raccar and his team put a lot of thought into the naming, and naming's always important when it comes to a character because like that character embodies a name. So Daedra is of Irish origin, and the name means sorrowful or heartbroken, which instantly you can tell that people think that Daedra is a pessimist, and you wouldn't quite be wrong. See, Daedra is this very intelligent person, but she's also sort of morbidly twisted in her philosophical views. She tends to believe that every being is greedy and selfish, and that in a way they should all be set free from this like horrible lifestyle through death. And she also feels like life isn't worth living, especially in this state of greediness and maybe capitalism. Maybe. Perhaps. Anyways, but yeah, so she also believes that she should be one with death and this darkness that is at the end of life. And in that sense, it sort of makes me think of a rational person, you know? Death isn't something that you should really be scared of, and it's sort of like the idea that like when your time comes, it's your time to go type of thing. Except for hers is a bit more like, humans, other beings, such chaotic and disgusting creatures. I don't know why am I still here. That type of ordeal is sort of her mindset. I'm sorry if that voice acting was off. My apologies. But yeah, that's sort of how I imagine her to be like, and how she is like according to her creator. So she is, as I've mentioned, intelligent, and she's really good at profiling other beings, to the point where they believe that she's reading their minds, but she's not. We have it in our life It's called profiling, I believe. There's actually a better name for it, but I can't recall it from the top of my head. And basically it's being able to read a person's posture and actions, gestures, speech patterns, and all those things, and then being able to tell like what type of person they are, or perhaps if they're lying or not. And it's a really cool ability in real life that I wish that I wish to sort of learn more about. But yeah, so she's extremely good at this ability. And another point that he adds to her intelligence is that she will use large words that a lot of people around her just won't understand. And I think that's really interesting because she doesn't give a flying F if the person understands or not. And I say that because if it gets to a point where you're using these large words and like nobody understands you, for me, like I thought I had a character, a very like basic character that would use large words that are completely accurate. Like instead of using 5 words, she'll use this one word that sums up the 5 words and is very accurate. And she just gets tired of using these giant words that are accurate but nobody understands. But that's just my view, right? So it's very interesting, and I think it sort of plays more into her I don't give an F about you character. That's really cool. So Daedra, badass right there. She's sarcastic, sassy, and depressed. Yes, the golden trio. I mean the dark trio. And because of this, I imagine that there's a lot of sighs and rolling her eyes in exasperation. When a band member asks, "Can you repeat that again?" or give her a dumbfounded look, she's like, "Oh my god, are you kidding me?" And then just walks away right after. No explanation, just walk. Strutting. Anyways, so she plays the synthesizer and piano, but she also sings. And the types of songs she sings really does describe her character. There is the screaming, rage, angry songs that she produces, but she can also contrast that and produce these like depressed, slow, sorrowful songs. And I think that sort of shows that she is into like this screaming and like heavy metal and stuff like that, but also can do these really deep, slow and melodic pieces. So I think that's really interesting and quite the range. She also has hobbies. So on her spare time, she likes to analyze sounds and their frequency, since frequency can also affect others' behaviors, but can also be destructive, like how you could shatter certain glass with the right pitch, but she could take that to the extreme levels, and she plays around with frequencies and stuff like that, which is a very interesting hobby. It's a lot different than what all my characters do, like dumpster diving and reading and cursing people. Anyways, but yeah, so speaking of destruction, she also displays her destructive side through doing rituals that are witch-like. I am interested to hear more about what these rituals are like, especially in the alien world, but it also makes me wonder. In the case of aliens versus witches, who would win? I mean, it could go either way, but I also imagine that it would depend on which types we're talking about, whether they be from like Harry Potter, or if the aliens are, you know, like how aliens work in Raccar's universe is different than, you know, like E.T. and Aliens, the movie. So I'm just a thought, you know, putting that out there. So with all of that being said, I think that she has a very twisted sense of morality, which is very interesting and probably makes one of you psychopaths excited about her. You weirdos. Anyways, but yeah, so very interesting, very cool. I hope Raccar and your team, I hope you guys like what I did to Daedra, and I hope people sticks around to the end results, because I don't show the process all the way through just because of recording issues. But yeah, so I hope you guys like it at the end. And I want to shout out once again, Raccar, you are an amazing artist and your doodles are awesome. If you ever doubt yourself, just watch this clip. Someone clip this and just every time he doubts himself, send it to him. And I also want to shout out his team because, like, I hear all the soundtracks and stuff. I'm listening. I can hear you, Leeroy and Robin. Anyways, they both have been making like original tracks for Ricard's videos, and they suit the videos and gives the audience a different and complete experience. So just shout out to the whole team.
Which we can't forget about the guinea pig support team. So thank you, Arynn and Dime. Stay cute.
You guys are awesome over there, and Raccar, keep up the amazing work. But yeah, and I also just want to say thank you for the opportunity too. This had been amazing. You have been a delight to work with, and even though I might not bring a whole lot of traffic to you, I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity. It was awesome. And yeah, so this is sort of a magazine cover of Daedra. She's on the front page, and it was really fun to also figure out how to do a magazine cover and just playing with design aspects and things like that. And it was just so much fun. So I can't wait to see you guys' reaction. I can't wait to see Riccar's reaction. And I can't wait to see what Raccar comes up with. So thanks again. Thank you guys so much for watching, being here, and I just want to say that I hope you stay safe, stay hydrated, and maybe I'll see you in the next video. Bye!